2026 NBA season was full of disrespectful moments.
He's happy with my whole family.
Refs ruining games. Absolutely ass plays, and so much more. But first, from job beefing with superstars and a team brawl that got players fined $2 million, to a player's hate for Steph Curry that involved Jesus.
That's why you got Steph Curry. He don't know Jesus.
And LeBron getting into such a crazy beef he almost fought the refs, plus many more. There's plenty of NBA players who hated each other this season for different reasons. And first, Jokic didn't just hate on one player. He wanted to murder an entire team. Now, I was honestly surprised, because even though Jokic is one of the calmest dudes in the entire NBA, and most of the time when he gets fouled, he doesn't get heated, all that changed when he ran into Lou Dort, a guy who already built a reputation as one of the dirtiest players in the league after crashing into Wemby's knee and grabbing another dude's balls. So when Jokic and Dort matched up right after Jokic came back from being injured,
186th of his career, and Jokic hits the deck. He doesn't like it, gets in the face of Dort. Jalen Williams comes in, and Jokic and Jalen Williams do battle.
that dirty play almost started a brawl, had Jokic throwing hands, and honestly, it made him look like he wanted to kill Thunder players. But even though the refs reviewed everything, then ejected him, Dort really proved how much he still hated Jokic just a month later when these two teams played again and he elbowed Jokic directly in the face. No wonder why fans tweeted crazy things about him, including some that I honestly can't even say on YouTube. But another player's hate for Steph Curry involved Jesus. See, Steph is known to be a man of faith that writes Bible verses on his shoes for games and is always giving praise to the man above. But as clear as Steph's connection with Jesus was, another NBA player started going crazy and tried using that to expose him. Out of absolutely nowhere, Jaden Ivey started going on these long-ass Instagram lives talking about religion and more, including one where he was yapping for over an hour while calling Catholicism a fake religion.
The piss is not gonna matter on Judgment Day.
I mean, not only that, he even called out the NBA for promoting Pride Month and said the league was inviting people to celebrate unrighteousness. But not only did the Bulls, of course, immediately release him for conduct detrimental to the team, on the exact same day he got released, he hopped on live again and made things way worse.
That's why you got Steph Curry, and he not even surrendered. And y'all believe he's a Christian. Y'all believe he's a Christian because he wrote Philippians 4:13. Y'all think he's a Christian, but he cursing just like the world. Friendship with the world is enmity with God. He friendship with the world. He don't know Jesus. And I pray he comes to the truth, because all that stuff is not gonna matter on Judgment Day. All them rings he got.
Now, trying to expose one of the most humble and respected legends just to prove a point is crazy. So even though I'm sure behind the scenes Steph was heated that a random tried ruining his reputation, his ex-teammate actually defended him by saying something even more insane.
Jaden Ivey, your best bet now is just be gay. Your best bet is just be gay. Next thing you know, I talked about gays because I'm gay. Just say some shit like that because you're done. You talked about Steph Curry. Now you just got to get them on your side to come back.
All right, now honestly, that's crazy. But the hate that involved Trae Young happened when he clapped another man's cheeks.
What?
I can explain. See, Trae's hate for Ayo Dosunmu, whatever this dude's name is, actually started when Trae cooked his ass years prior, scored 39 on him, then hit a big shot and said, he can't guard me. But even though things seemed to cool down for a while after that, when they matched up again this season, things weren't just already tense between both of their teams. Out of nowhere, things popped off and both teams were about to fight because of something that happened out of the main camera's view. Turned out, as Ayo was being subbed out, Trae was talking shit and slapped the man right on his ass, which instantly had him pissed. Ayo immediately got in Trae's face, they started shoving, Trae pushed back, Ayo even grabbed his jersey and both benches cleared. So after some sus stuff like that, fans watching of course called Trae many names including a bitch, and Ayo clearly felt the same way because after the game, he thought what happened was
I'm guessing Chicago guys don't like to be patted on the ass when you're walking off the court.
I would hope no man would like that. No.
I mean, I definitely would. I definitely wouldn't like that either, man. Anyways, something way different is how Anthony Edwards' beef with Luka Doncic ended with him disrespecting a little kid. Now, that sounds insane, but since these dudes already matched up with a chance to go to the finals, then talked shit to each other and battled all series long, absolutely nobody was surprised their beef continued after Luka got traded to the Lakers, and Edwards walked straight through their warm-up layup line just to talk shit to him before a game. Now, things didn't end there though, because after Luka got him back by dropping 49 on his head,
bench, that's what's kept Minnesota in this game.
Then Edwards hit a big shot on Luka and celebrated in his face. When this season's All-Star weekend came around, their hate for each other was at an all-time high, which is exactly why when a little kid walked up to Edwards and trolled him at his signing event by asking him to sign a Luka jersey.
Thank you so much. I don't really fuck with it now.
I mean, honestly, that's hilarious. But what wasn't funny was entire teams causing such a crazy beef this season, it lost players millions of dollars. Now, sounds crazy until you realize this beef started between Jalen Duren and Moussa Diabate, players who've hated each other ever since high school. So it wasn't surprising that things eventually popped off again when they both made it to the NBA. Because when Diabate fouled Duren hard during a game, it didn't take long for things to get ugly.
Duren is fouled, and oh my goodness, and Moussa's upset. Moussa's really upset. I have never seen Moussa Diabate like this.
But as crazy as the situation already was, Miles Bridges made it way worse because he ran in and threw a cheap shot at Duren, which is when Isaiah Stewart saw that from the bench and this man sprinted onto the court to start throwing hands. Now, once things eventually calmed down after all 4 players got ejected, even though some fans made fake posts about Duren saying, he said I was trash at Roblox and that pissed me off, things got really worse for the players when everyone that was heavily involved got suspended without pay, which in total lost them a combined $2 million. 2 M's? That shit was not worth it. But even that didn't ruin anybody's entire career or get as heated as when another player tried killing a star on purpose. It's all because DeJounte Murray has unfortunately dealt with terrible injury history his entire career. From ankle sprains and a torn ACL, to dealing with hamstring and back issues, DeJounte even broke his hand in his debut with a new team, and most recently, sadly ruptured his Achilles. So finally, after all he's been through, shortly after he was finally healthy and hoping things would stay that way, man was balling out at first, until Benedict Mathurin must have not given a single shit about his journey and nearly ruined everything.
He's going to take a half hour, make him pay. Ooh, wow, what was that all about?
Oh my god, what was he even thinking? No wonder why DeJounte popped up and instantly got in dude's face, because he knew that if he landed the wrong way, it could have snapped his neck and not just ruin his career, possibly end his life. Damn, but Kevin Durant's beef had another star give him a new nickname. That's all because Kevin Durant's secret burner account got exposed, where he was caught saying plenty of disrespectful things about coaches, opponents, and even his own teammates. But after that, KD was in a game where the Heat forced him to turn the ball over, so he and Tyler Hero instantly started talking shit to each other until something was said that clearly pissed KD way off.
Miami is going to bring. Let's still talking. Durant and Hero. We told you last year he still got beef with Hero.
Yeah, it turned out he felt disrespected because Hero tried giving him a new nickname when he called him Burner Boy. Honestly, I don't even know why KD was mad, it's the truth. But Giannis's and another player's hate for each other only happened because of some clickbait?
I want to thank the Bucks organization for signing my shitty brother, the Nazis.
Now, I ain't talking about my thumbnails or what other NBA channels post, because my thumbnails are obviously real and the best, so I have no idea why you haven't subscribed yet. I'm trying to hit 1 million. Subscribe already. Anyways, even though reports came out that Giannis could possibly join the Bulls of all teams in a potential trade, not only was I and every other ball knower thinking,
Cap.
apparently the Bulls themselves weren't interested in a megastar like him, even though they have nothing to trade for him anyway. So things got weird next time Giannis matched up with them, because after the Bucks had already clearly won, Giannis got disrespectful by trying to run the score up some more.
Giannis! A little cherry on top of his return!
And after that, Vucevic immediately got in his face, both teams got up ready to brawl, and even though you couldn't hear what was said between them, they kept talking after when Giannis not only made it clear he has zero respect for them.
Why should we have play the clock out and have respect and fair play? We fight for our lives right now. This is real talk. I've been 13 years in the league. If we keep on losing, brother, there's probably half of the team not gonna be here. We're not gonna make the playoffs. I really don't care.
Vucevic used that fake-ass clickbaity report about the trades just to talk even more shit.
Assuming Giannis was mad at that report that came out that they want to trade for him.
Did you get a chance to say anything to him, or were you just walking?
I asked him why he did that. He's just, you guys don't want to trade for me. It's a report that came out.
You really said that? Or are you joking? I think you're joking.
Damn. But beefs over going to another team is obviously not as crazy as some hate that turned the sport into another league, because this next heated rivalry turned the NBA into the UFC. But honestly, I wasn't shocked when I saw what eventually happened, cause Thompson is the type of player who got suspended in the past for throwing his opponent to the ground. Then Jose Alvarado is also someone who's nearly fought multiple players. So now with two players like that on the same court, chaos was obviously about to go down when they matched up this season, and both of them went for a rebound till this happened.
Loose ball foul, we got to fight. Jose Alvarado, Ahmed Thompson. Thompson just threw a right hand as Thompson and Alvarado got tangled up, and now quickly they are separated.
Yeah, and once they rolled around on the ground, threw elbows, and looked like they wanted to knock each other's asses out, all I could think is they should be handling business in the octagon instead of an NBA court. But another NBA beef turned into a war, all because of podcasts. See, when Trae Young got a mic in front of him, he had absolutely no filter, because he's constantly getting criticized for not winning by a lot of people, especially Patrick Beverley.
He's been to the playoffs 3 times. I've been to the playoffs 9.
9 is more than 3.
He's been in the NBA 7 years. My first 7 years, I didn't miss the playoffs at all.
Interesting.
In the Western Conference.
So after all of that, Trae finally got fed up and brought out hella receipts.
You play with some big-time players, my guy. You talk about winning and impact winning. LeBron, Giannis, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Ant-Man, Cat. We're not even going to talk about how we celebrate play-in wins. You win play-in games at home, and you standing on the scores table acting like it's a championship. You've been able to play with all these guys, and you talk about impact winning. Where was your real impact in winning? But I promise you, anytime you was on the court with me, I was never scared of you. I was never scared of Patty Bev. I promise you. And as you can tell, Patty don't scare me now.
Now, talking that much shit while staying calm, damn near felt even more disrespectful than anything anyone said. So, of course, Pat fired back.
If any other All-Star would have said something, I would have let it slide. But you out of all people, you had no room to say anything. You haven't done anything. So, when it comes to criticism, why the fuck you can't be criticized? Like, what have you done where you can't be criticized? Look, the truth is the truth, bro. You don't win.
But if going off on him like that wasn't enough, not long after when Trae got traded to one of the worst teams, the Wizards, Pat actually quoted the post talking more shit and asked why no contending team wanted him. Crazy, cause I mean, both of them are ass, so I don't even know why they chose to beef with each other. But things got even crazier when Pat decided the right move was to now start beefing with an NBA legend. Pat must have been bored since no team wants his old ass anymore. And, well, he decided to say something disrespectful about Dwayne Wade of all people.
For D-Wade, when it comes to like a player, right? You're talking about a player that can score, a player that can get to the free throw line, a player that can pass it out of pick and roll. A lot of people were going under on D-Wade pick and rolls. I ain't go front. Have we seen D-Wade be more clutcher than James Harden? Yes, we have. But when we talk about like a better player, like James Harden is a better player than Dwayne Wade. D-Wade won a championship and you can't take that away. But championship is a team. I'm talking about individual award. Who's a better player? And you have to go individually, you have to go with James Harden.
But hold up. Obviously, him comparing a no-ring playoff choker to D-fucking-Wade was gonna start some beef, so of course Wade felt like he had to respond, man.
Like Pat, it did too. It's funny too when you see players who talk about your game, you're like, well, you didn't even experience, you experienced a portion of my game. But when I was winning championships, you wasn't even around.
And once he said all that, honestly, it only made Pat more pissed, so he dropped more stats about how he was a better career three-point shooter than Wade and had a 7-3 record against him. Man, Wade might have to come out of retirement at this point, especially to prove why the hell he was hating on a different star player for his own team.
The city needs to be woken up. It's not alive no more. You know, when we was here, bro, it was buzzing in these streets. We've been here the last couple of days. There ain't nothing buzzing outside.
And nothing at all. I had to go home early.
Bro, I'm leaving too. I thought I was about to stay here. I'm getting out of here. There's no energy here. Yeah. And this city deserves and needs a person that can bring that energy here and take it over. No one's here.
He would take it over.
From that standpoint of that buzz and that energy. It changed the entire, the culture here shifted.
Now, even though he wasn't lying, ironically, right after he said that, Bam Adebayo dropped 83 to beat the Heat's record for points in a game and passed Kobe's legendary record, so he must have felt like he was the best player in Heat history and called Wade back out.
This could help.
First of all, this man talking about ain't no buzz and he want to be out. He 45. Take your ass in the house.
Oh my god, yeah, Bam had to be feeling cocky. I never heard him talk like that. But honestly, you shouldn't even be surprised LeBron had some crazy beefs this season. I mean, laying up on players, then fingering at them? Dunking on players, then screaming in their face? Trash talking opposing fans? Well, even all that was nothing compared to the already long and heated beef between him and Dylan Brooks, which got so crazy this season, LeBron almost fought the referees. Yeah, and just in case you live under a rock and didn't know why they hate each other, over the years, Brooks has gone completely out of his way to piss off LeBron more than actually play basketball. Like, Brooks called him old and said, "I poke bears."
I don't care, he's old. I poke bears.
He's gotten ejected for hitting LeBron in the nuts. And I swear I could go on and on about the endless videos showing things he's done to LeBron while trying to get under his skin. So, of course LeBron got his get back by scoring on Brooks, then hitting him with a too small taunt, and eventually beating him, then trolling him with a caption on Instagram. But even after all of that, Brooks not only got traded to the Suns this season and dropped 33 on LeBron while trolling him back right to his face. He went on a live stream and said it's easier to talk shit to him now because he's not Miami Bron anymore.
If this was LeBron maybe 5 years ago, then it'd be different. Miami Bron, you're not really talking shit. He's got more game to him, more agile. Right now, he's old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. After that, everyone knew the next time these two played, things were gonna continue being heated. And, spoiler alert, it was. Brooks didn't just dunk near him, then mock his shrug celebration and troll LeBron by dapping him up for no reason after a free throw. In another game, LeBron bumped Brooks to the floor, and Brooks just stood up and stared him down like he wanted to kill him. Then Brooks drove to the basket, got fouled, and swatted the ball at LeBron, which had him so pissed, his own teammates had to hold him back.
On the shot clock. And again, here we go. Brooks in the middle of it. And LeBron, boy, LeBron, he's hot. I mean, he is really upset. You better stop pushing the officials. Yeah, exactly. Or he's going to be in the locker room. He's got to get a hold of him. And JJ.
But the craziest part was the end, because the Suns came all the way back from 20 down, and Brooks hit a go-ahead 3 right over LeBron, where instead of just celebrating, this man's chest bumped him. But like usual, LeBron might have gotten the last laugh by leading his squad to a win over Brooks, and just take a look at these numbers. I know they're old, but come on, you get the point. LeBron is not the one that Brooks should ever talk to again. But last, and definitely not least, Ja Morant didn't just hate another player. Their beef involved weapons. Things got that serious while Ja was actually cheering his squad on from the bench, and not only watched Klay Thompson brick a 3 in the clutch, Ja's team won without him, so he really decided to get in a multi-time champion's face and call him a bum.
Hold them to 40% shooting, 10 points at this type of rate.
But even though it seemed like things calmed down after that, since Klay knew Ja's been in more drama off the court with literal guns than he even has playoff wins, Klay had a lot to say after the game.
And then with Ja, he's a funny guy. He has a lot to say all the time, especially for a guy who rarely takes accountability, but you know what, that's for another day.
What did Ja have to say on this occasion?
Nothing of intelligent depth. It was really just, he's been running his mouth for a long time, and it's funny to run your mouth when you're on the bench. It's kind of the story of his career so far, just leaving us wanting more, you know? We all want to see him out there and do his best, but he's just been letting a lot of other stuff get in the way of that. And we need that in the NBA. We need our best players to be out there, and when you're a star, it comes with a great responsibility. I hate to see that go to waste.
Now, alright, I'm not gonna lie, he definitely was right, but saying that might make Ja use a gun on him, or even do things like blowing up other stars with RPGs or something, so Klay's gotta be careful, man.
Daniels pulled Steph and threw him to the ground. He's fouled. Luka is out of the game. Goodbye.
These are times referees ruin the NBA this season. And first, a ref's missed call gave a team 3 points.
Harden, here comes Schroeder, veering into the lane, gets denied. The kick, extra feed, McCain, you can.
And all because of that missed goaltending call, it gave him a wide open 3, which was basically a 5-point swing for no reason. But another ref's bad call got LaMelo Ball fined $35,000.
Andrew Wiggins dealt out his 12th year. And an offensive foul on LaMelo Ball.
Melo really flipped off the ref, all because he got called for a charge when the defender was clearly moving. And as much as fans agreed it was a terrible call, the NBA still felt that fingering a ref was an obscene gesture, then fined him $35K. But LeBron was pissed at some other refs after they ruined a play where he got injured.
16 points. James gets inside for the deuce and he lands awkwardly.
LeBron was on the ground screaming in pain after clearly being fouled right in front of the ref. Because even though Jokic hit him with his shoulder, which should have given LeBron a chance to make it a 1-possession game, the refs called nothing, cost the Lakers a chance of coming back, and had LeBron heated.
It's the same shit, marginal. It's the same shit. That's all they keep saying is marginal. I'm so fucking tired of that word.
But alright, honestly, let's be real. LeBron's always dealing with ref drama. I never ever thought refs would ruin a team's chance at winning a game by letting Kevin Durant do something against NBA rules. Cause in overtime with things tied up, KD tried to cheat.
4.7 to go. Gilgeous-Alexander for the lead. Blocked. Durant's tries to call timeouts, which they have none.
Yeah, and the entire Thunder team was damn near about to jump the refs, because they knew NBA rules say that calling a timeout without having one is illegal and should have given KD a technical foul, which, you know, would have given the Thunder a chance to shoot free throws to win. But instead, nothing being called sent the game to double overtime, where at least ball never lied, so the Thunder won by a single point. But some other refs ruined the NBA twice on the same play. Just keep your eyes on this man with the ball.
For the final 9 seconds. It was nearly stolen by Levine. Here is Nembhard up and under.
Wait, so you're telling me multiple refs watched him take 1, 2, 3, 4 steps without dribbling and carry the ball, then take another 1, 2, 3 steps without a travel call? No wonder why fans were joking about Duke going on vacation, saying he was traveling with a carry-on. These refs are blind as hell. But another ref almost made a player not able to have kids? Oh my god, that had to hurt. Alright, a ref ruining Tyler Hero's free throw routine is one thing. They ruined another game when Luka Doncic did basically nothing wrong. They knew at the end of this close game, Luka already had 5 fouls and was just one mistake away from fouling out when
Porter Jr. with 5, with 4, for 3, he's fouled. That's Luka's 6th. Luka is out of the game. And they're out.
And not only did his opponent kick his leg forward and definitely overreact, if you look closely, Luka barely even grazed the man. That stupid call led to the freest free throws ever and forced Luka off the court for the final possession where, of course, LeBron choked by getting stripped to end the game like usual.
Outside, down by 2. LeBron moving in. Oh, they take it away.
But something unusual is when refs ruined another game by letting Steph Curry get assaulted.
Finds a way to get inside. He's going to drive. Daniels pulled Steph. Just pulled him down. And the Warriors, if they can get this on the iPad quick enough, they got to look at this. McDaniels pulled Steph and threw him to the ground. That's a foul on McDaniels.
Oh my god, when I saw all that, all I could think was,
excuse me?
Because refs called a defensive foul on Steph when he was the one who got slammed onto his chest, so fans said it was one of the worst calls of all time. But speaking of assaults, refs made an even bigger mistake after Draymond Green turned the NBA into the UFC. Doing something like that ain't surprising considering that this man is known to punch, kick, stomp, trip, and choke any player in his way. But this season, after Draymond already got a technical foul earlier in the game against the Lakers,
they get ready for the All-Star break inside. Vanderbilt blocked but fouled by Draymond Green.
I don't know how we're going to not say this shouldn't be reviewed and not be looked at. I'm trying to figure out how that shouldn't be at least looked at. Yeah, I'm surprised.
Even the announcers couldn't believe that slapping his opponent in the head, then putting him in a headlock and dragging him to the ground, only got Draymond a common foul. Everyone knows that definitely was a flagrant that should have gotten his ass kicked out the game. But Draymond touching another man too much is actually the opposite of another time refs ruined this season, and it almost got a player canceled.
Sengun trying to draw the foul. It's out of bounds off of him. He can't believe it. Celtics ball. Fish. Another team. Oh, goodbye. To the showers. Sengun will join Ime in the locker room.
Sengun definitely was fouled, but calling a female anything like that in the big 2026 is obviously not okay. Especially when people realized the game was played on National Women in Sports Day, so plenty of fans weren't just coming at him saying he was sexist. Some women were pissed.
I don't know who the you think you're talking to, cuz. I ain't nobody's cuz. How about you focus on you? How about you focus on being less of a European soft-ass little and play the damn game?
Oh my god damn. But a completely different way that refs ruined the NBA this season actually got the refs accused of rigging games. See, Nikola Jokic was already annoyed at one ref who watched him get fouled all game long and literally gave him no calls. So on one other play where Jokic smacked a ball away, even though replays undeniably showed that the ball went off of his opponent, refs still claimed that it was off Jokic, which made an announcer feel like refs were rigging games.
Well, that was clearly off of Laravia. Ed Malloy's in a little bit of a battle with Nikola Jokic right now. I hate to say it, but it's become personal. personal for Ed Malloy.
Calling out the ref for purposely making wrong calls because he hates Jokic is crazy. But another time that refs ruined the season twice in 1 minute, created one of the most confusing endings all year, and lost the team the game. See, keep in mind that the Cavs were losing at the end here when the first of the refs' mistakes happened.
Leaned on by Hardaway. James Harden goes to work. Step back. Back down.
And on that play, Harden illegally kicked his leg out trying to draw a foul like he always does. Listen, don't argue with me, even the NBA itself admitted that Harden stuck his leg out abnormally. This changed the whole ending of the game, because now the Nuggets needed to make a winning play, but after they couldn't, it eventually led to the Cavs having a chance to win when they weren't even supposed to be here, and the refs ruined things again.
Donovan Mitchell drew the foul.
With less than a second left, they really called a foul, and not only did that lead to Donovan Mitchell making 2 free throws to take the lead and eventually win the game, that's all because Murray was apparently late to the spot, which honestly could have been a no call and sent things to overtime. But this next ref made a mistake that was so bad, it got a famous actor involved.
Williams, backdoor Gilgeous-Alexander. And that would have been the 3rd foul on Gilgeous-Alexander. And that should have been an offensive foul. That is a perfectly executed defensive possession on the part of the Knicks.
Oh my god, all because Jalen Brunson did exactly what he's supposed to do to draw a charge and didn't get the obvious call. It wasn't just this Knicks coach, who looked like he wanted to rip the ref's head off. Knicks superfan Ben Stiller was only one of many people posting about how bad that non-call was that game. But when a similar situation happened with another superstar, it lost him $50,000. Of course, it was Luka Doncic again, so I'll make this quick.
He's lost it off his foot, turns it over. Numbers for the Knicks, 4-on-1. Diawara gives it up to Hart. Doncic, despite the contact, thought.
And yeah, since Luka definitely had his feet set, it definitely should have been called a charge. But since it wasn't, he was seen rubbing his fingers together to signal to the refs that they were being paid off. And even though he already got fined for this exact same reason in the past, it definitely didn't stop the NBA from just taking his free donation again by fining him $50,000. But when refs ruined another moment, it had a coach calling it one of the worst officiated games of all time. See, the Rockets coach was already annoyed all game long because refs called so many fouls that both teams combined for 59 free throws. 59.
Murray will work it in. And a foul called on Thompson. Feet tangled with Hardaway. He picks up the foul.
The Rockets immediately challenged the call where, even though replay showed that the player tripped over his own leg, so it wasn't even a foul at all, it wasn't reversed, which allowed the Nuggets to easily tie the game with a free throw, then eventually win in overtime.
Here's Sengun firing. Well off the mark. Ground the rebound. And the clock will expire.
After seeing that, I don't blame the Rockets coach for what he said after.
Just in general, I think it's a poorly officiated game I've seen in a long time. Two have no business being out there, and the crew chief is acting starstruck, so you're seeing all kind of inconsistent calls.
What do you say to your team when a game is being called the way that it was tonight?
Keep being who we are. We're not going to adjust to poor officials.
But listen, speaking of coaches, refs actually admitted they were wrong about what they did to Steve Kerr.
Direction from time to time. Go to the rack, Draymond, all the way. Good pass. Ooh! Back him up, GP, back him up. Steve ready to fire on him.
He's already gone.
Steve banging Inglewood right now. Inglewood, get him, Steve. You and Inglewood, Steve.
And as funny as it was that Snoop Dogg was randomly an announcer for this game and narrated the moment, Kerr was heated, because he got ejected for arguing about an obvious goaltend that was never called.
That hit the backboard. That hit the backboard.
Back on.
So since the Warriors ended up losing by only 1, aka a point they should have gotten earlier, it brought enough attention to the situation that the ref's crew chief admitted that they made a mistake on the call, so Kerr never should have been ejected and shouldn't have even lost the game. But alright, another ref's mistake had fans thinking that they helped make embarrassing NBA history. Trae Young had literally just gotten dealt to the Wizards, hadn't even played a single game or even a single second yet, and for the very first time that he even showed up for his new team.
We have a technical foul on Trae Young for running on the court, and he's been ejected.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Trae Young hasn't even played a game yet for the Wizards.
Turned out, Trey saw his teammate get shoved to the ground once without a foul, then shoved again a few seconds later, which had Trey screaming at refs so much that he spit. No matter the circumstance, obviously getting on the court in a ref's face isn't allowed, so while some casuals pointed out how refs kicking Trey out the game while wearing normal clothes, before ever playing a single minute with his new Wizards squad was the first time that's ever happened in NBA history, real hoopers know that something that embarrassing actually happened once before to DeMarcus Cousins. But arguably the craziest time that refs ruined this entire season had this old head so pissed, he tried exposing the NBA. Now, I'm not talking about a situation where another insane ref moment this season had the Suns hitting a game winner after their player traveled.
Allen gets a switch with Doncic stepping out. Grayson on the drive. Drops it off. Touch pass. O'Neal. Lets it fly. Boom! Rolls Royce! Drop down!
The Heat being called for a foul on a player who wasn't even touched.
We've looked at 4 different angles. Never saw any contact there, but it was
zero. Or the no goaltending call on a man whose hand literally went through the hoop. It's actually a moment from one of the most anticipated games of the season, Celtics vs Spurs. Eventually led to them losing the game, which had Stephen A. Smith beyond heated.
This is a very, very big time for Jaylen Brown. National television, nationally televised game, center stage. And it's the first half, and you're going to eject him because he said something and then he turned away and pointed at the ref again. Remember, he was pushed. It was a missed call by the official. Who the hell do you think you are? This dude is going to eject him from the game and rob us of seeing Jaylen Brown go up against the San Antonio Spurs. This is the BS that the NBA has to address. He should be confined to Wizards games for the rest of the season.
Now, alright, as much as I agree, Unk needs to relax before he has a heart attack or something. From a disrespectful play leading to trash talk.
You see the intensity there in the eyes of Jokic.
To another player making a play and acting like his defender was a dumbass.
Look at him making fun of Jalen Suggs there.
And so much more.
Loser! You suck!
Everybody else in this league gets ripped. Punches were thrown.
Here's 20 of the most disrespectful plays this season, starting with a player doing something that had fans calling it the most disrespectful thing they've ever seen.
Now, shot clock all the way down on DeJounte. 3-ball. Got it! And it's going to be a technical.
Oh my, DeJounte really crossed that poor man, flexed on him, and then screamed in his face? But speaking of body parts, LeBron's disrespectful play had him fingering 2 dudes?
Rebound Maxey. Long lead. Here is LeBron to lay it up and in. Look out.
Luckily for them, LeBron only pointed and clowned them after a layup, because usually he's disrespecting players with a dunk.
They can cut it to single digits.
Oh, LeBron James! A ferocious flush!
Then screaming in their face, or making a play.
Up ahead behind the defense. It's James! LeBron!
Then staring into their soul like they're nothing. Disrespectful. But not as disrespectful as Steph Curry clowning another man's D. Fence. See, keep your eyes on his defender.
Guard Wagner in the middle. Steph with a step back. Curry with a 3.
And after hitting the crazy shot, Steph really taunted how dude was playing defense as if he had a mental disability or something. But this season there's also been 3 plays involving Luka that got disrespectful. Now, ironically the first didn't even come from a play that he made, because with only one more chance to win or lose, after his teammate hit the game-winning shot,
Kennard to win the game! Yes! Yes!
Luka taunted the opposing fans by blowing him a kiss goodbye. But when it came to a different game, fans tried trolling him and LeBron until they made a play. And yeah, calling Luka trash, then not only seeing him hit that shot, getting trash talk like that had to hurt. But the most disrespectful play involving Luka this season had an opponent saying, what? Because with Luka recently going through a tough divorce and a custody battle over his kids, even though that's already hard enough to deal with, during a play where Luka got fouled, he didn't just walk up to a ref telling him something disrespectful that a Magic player just said to him in a different language. Luka stared the man down, then even got in his face to say, I'll fuck you up, motherfucker, don't mention my fucking family again, which of course got them both called for a technical. But since that was Luka's 16th tech of the season, and automatically got him suspended for the next game, he revealed what happened during the disrespectful play.
He said a free throw, he will fuck my whole family, and at some point you know, this is basketball court. At some point, I just can't stand. I gotta stand up for myself.
Now that is one of the most disrespectful things I've ever heard from a player. But the disrespectful plays that LaMelo was involved in made his opponent travel back in time. See, over 10 years earlier in 2015, LaMelo was clowning his teammate at the time.
Who pushes you the most?
No one in practice can guard me, so it's really nothing. We can put the camera on him too. Just put the camera on him. That man right there, that's the man who can't guard me. Turn it left. I take his ankles every day. Go one more. See the boy in the hoodie. He hiding for a reason.
But traveling to present day, they were now opponents in the NBA, and with a chance to win the game, LaMelo had that man guarding him when
The kill shot!
game over, right in dude's face. And honestly, he's just lucky it was only a shot like that. LaMelo was usually damn near falling over and playing street ball, or making even crazier plays this season. But hold on, things like those will be in another video soon, so subscribe. Let's get to 1 million subs ASAP. Hey, I need another plaque, so subscribe. Anyways, what if I told you another player this season disrespected his own teammates' play?
But he may have forced a little bit of that. Nice pass.
Look out!
Oh!
Couldn't finish.
EJ almost had this. He's saying no, thumbs down.
Man's really thumbed down his teammate for missing that, because usually he's the one making the play and disrespecting his opponent.
Maxey, like he shot out of a cannon. Wow! Oh my goodness! Wow! Oh, that's how you tie a game. Tyrese Maxey, how do you do?
Pointing and laughing? That was out of pocket. When it came to another play with Russell Westbrook getting disrespectful. See, cause Westbrook's usually known to miss 3 after 3 after 3. His opponents disrespected him and left him wide open because they thought he'd miss.
Shot clock down to 5. Westbrook alone for 3.
But that time, he somehow made it. So he not only kept taunting them, especially when cameras zoomed in on what he was doing, and he gave it a little wing for the rest of the game. Every single play led to Westbrook disrespecting or trash talking anybody.
You know, this is a team Russ used to play for too. It always means a little more.
It always means a little bit more. And
he's still,
man, with him saying all that, I'm surprised nothing escalated, because one of them could have easily disrespected Westbrook like KD did to Austin Reeves this season.
Oh, look. They're going to call that right there on the load up.
And besides, when Giannis actually made a more innocent play, it damn near started a brawl. Because of the fact that there's technically an unwritten rule to not run the score up at the end of games as a sign of respect, Giannis didn't give a shit.
Finishes it off as Giannis put up 27 in his return to the lineup. Plus 2 more. Now the Bulls and Bucks meet towards center court.
You can't be mad.
We have some shoving.
You can't be mad.
We have some coaches getting involved.
And after everybody almost fought, I mean, I don't even know how they had the balls to try instigating Giannis when man's built like this. And wait, didn't they know he recently beat someone's ass just for trying to rob an innocent person in public?
Actually, I was in Pick and Save, right? So while I was checking out my grocery, there was this guy that was about to snatch a purse from a lady. So I was like, hey man, what are you doing? Stop. So I went and grabbed him, and he kind of turned and elbowed me in the eye. But then I grabbed him, put him on the floor, took the purse, gave it to the lady. And then the lady was safe. I paid for her groceries too because she was in shock and stuff.
But regardless, Desmond Bane got more disrespectful than that by putting his balls all over players twice.
His second steal. Here's OG Anunoby inside. Oh, what a play from Blake. Oh, and Bane throws it off Anunoby.
But if throwing the ball that hard at someone wasn't disrespectful enough,
Bane can't hit. Johnson throwing it down. A Congo. Moss Bane, and Bane threw him down hard.
Yeah, the foul wasn't too much, but that right there is what they're looking at for sure.
yeah, and pushing dude to the ground, then spiking the ball on his head was obviously disrespectful, so Bane got kicked out the game. But hold up real quick, did you know that you could potentially make money off my videos and get paid monthly just by supporting the channel? Head over to my offering page on Gigastar or click the links either in my description or top comment to find out how. Anyways, back to the video. When it comes to Draymond Green, obviously this man was involved in some disrespectful moments this season. The first involved Wemby, because Draymond at first stopped Wemby from scoring and started acting all cocky. But that was a big mistake, because not long after,
It's into Wembanyama with a jackhammer. Rocks the rim, fouled on the play. Words after it.
Somebody speaks to you a certain way, you have to respond in a certain way. That's just how it is.
Wemby he just screamed in that old man's face. He does not respect his elders. But he wasn't the only one this season not respecting Draymond. Cause during another game, Draymond's opponents knew that dude usually can't hit a shot even if he's wide open. So not only did they purposely leave him open for a 3, of course he missed, but after that when they did it again, Draymond hit the shot, then disrespected them back. And that's not even as disrespectful as when Draymond humiliated his opponent with a dance. Cause in another game after a hard foul, Draymond not only kept telling Jaren Jackson to shut the fuck up, once the player Draymond fouled also missed both of his free throws.
And missed both free throws. Look at Draymond. he's hopping around.
Man, dancing after a play is something he must have learned from Steph, cause after all of this, Steph eventually made a crazy play, then disrespected his opponents by hitting a little shimmy on the ground. But listen, let's switch things up to Scotty Barnes' disrespectful moment that had him kissing another man.
In the two-handed slam.
Walt has given him good minutes.
Listen, man, if someone stared me down, blew me a kiss, and dunked, oh hell no, we'd be fighting on the spot. But Brandon Ingram's disrespectful moment happened when he gave a man top.
He lost the handle. So did Walter. But he got it over to Brandon Ingram. He got a rhythm dribble and he got a triple. Great memory.
Yeah, when I saw that, all I could think of was... But tapping a man on his head was definitely not as disrespectful as Jalen Green making a grown man fall on his ass.
Antetokounmpo going to stay? Is he, they're going to trade him? You know, so that plays on everybody's mind also.
Jalen Green with an ankle-breaking move.
Oh my, and the point at him? He did not need to do him that dirty. But that definitely wasn't as bad as the player who disrespected 12. No, not that 12. 2 players who wore that number, and the first was Ja Morant. Now, this is definitely a player I feel like disrespecting because this man completely fell off.
Curls, a 3 over mid-range. That's off.
And Anthony Edwards thought so too. That's why when he hit a big shot, he said, what?
Edwards pops on the left side 3 and sticks it.
And really tried making Ja feel like he ain't shit right in front of everyone. But Anthony also made another number 12 player feel worthless this season. Cause once the Lakers made a play passing to their new number 12 Jake LaRavia, he sunk the shot, Anthony laughed, then him and fans were confused who the hell that even was. Wow, man. But honestly, Anthony can back up his trash talk because he's known to disrespect players like this.
The drive, and the finish!
Man really dunked on him and damn near put his sack in dude's back. But Kevin Durant didn't just disrespect people with some plays. He literally shot them. Because what started as a hard foul from Dylan Brooks led to some trash talk, and as it continued, things weren't going to get any better for that troll. Not only did KD literally tell him, my worst season is better than your best, then immediately sent his ass stumbling while he made a play. Later in the game, KD hit another shot people as a celebration, then trash talked all the opposing fans saying, get the fuck out of here, motherfuckers. Damn, man's must have learned how to shoot people from Andre Drummond's play in celebration this season. But none of those guys got the revenge on who disrespected them. Because when Peyton Pritchard did this,
There's Brown on the outside instead.
Hey, Rich, get out the way and let me do my thing. Like, he just, oh my goodness. Peyton Pritchard, stop. There was some physicality. I gotta be real.
That ain't right.
his teammates on the bench jumped up and pointed at dude so crazy that it put the league on notice. So when James Harden, a known ankle snatcher time and time again who once sent a Celtics player flying, came into a matchup against Boston again, he knew what to do.
Oh, nice move from Harden, put Pritchard on the parquet.
Oh my god, man really had Pritchard bent like a chair and scored on him like nothing. But Nikola Jokic, even being a 7-foot giant, can sometimes become a victim of disrespect from players way smaller than him. It happened twice in the same game, with the first being SGA trying to foul bait.
Secure for OKC, going to be an illegal screen, I believe, out top.
Nope, now a technical foul on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He thought he was pushed by Jokic.
Shai getting called for anything? No, that's a first. But later in the same game, a player tried injuring Jokic.
And the officials, along with the replay center, will take a long look at this. It's right in the face of Dort. Jalen Williams comes in. And you see the intensity there in the eyes of Jokic.
Yeah, and after that, Jokic's crazy looking face became one of the biggest memes of the season. Dude really thought he was hard making that face. But after another player got fouled hard, it had two teams disrespecting each other.
LeBron
Broadcaster's jinx. And a foul's going to be called on Najee. It happens to the best of them.
It does, right?
It does.
Free throws.
Yeah. And now we got a little scuffle. Back and forth between these two. Najee getting pulled back.
Now, that didn't seem like much at first, but once everybody started trash talking, Gary Payton literally stole dude's headband right off his dome and exposed his forehead. Wait a minute, is that a player in the NBA or KSI? I would've been like speed reacting to that forehead. But something 3 times as disrespectful as that was Jason Tatum dealing with 3 disrespectful plays in the same game. Cause what started as a dude playing keep away with the ball from Tatum to get him heated. Just a minute later, Tatum made an ass play to miss a layup, then his defender was trying to get hit from the back by him and almost started a fight. Now, things look spicy, and on the next possession, yup, they got more touchy than ever till the Zebras stepped in. But last and definitely not least, another player just trying to disrespect people this season got him clowned by entire teams. All cause Buddy Hield used to be on the Warriors. Eventually he must have felt like the team gave up on him cause they traded him away. And now being on the Hawks, once he matched up against his old team, things turned into a blowout, so even though that's usually when starters are benched for the rest of the game, dude checked back in and tried his absolute hardest to score on them out of spite, but not only did he keep missing, and missing, and missing, in the end, they just left him wide open to finally score, which didn't even count. And not only were his own teammates laughing at him for being a tryhard, Steph was damn near crying at how hard he was laughing about how ass dude was. NBA players got disrespectful this season in all different ways.
And Bane throws it off Anunoby. Punches were thrown.
He's happy with my whole family.
Like when Draymond disrespected an innocent old fan.
But not with 4.
A disrespectful moment lost players $150,000. There was even a disrespectful moment that got turned into a cartoon, and so much more. But first, what a player did had fans calling it the most disrespectful thing they've ever seen.
Now the shot clock all the way down on DeJounte. 3 ball. Got it! And it's going to be a technical.
Oh my god, DeJounte really crossed that poor man, flexed on him, then screamed in his face? Well, that wasn't as disrespectful as what Giannis did that nearly started a brawl. Cause even though there's an unwritten rule to not run up the score at the end of games as a sign of respect, Giannis didn't give a shit.
And the rebound finishes it off as Giannis put up 27 in his return to the lineup. Plus 2 more. Now the Bulls and Bucks meet towards center court.
You can't be mad.
We have some shoving.
You can't be mad.
We have some coaches getting involved.
Are we 11th in the East or 12th? 11. We're fighting for our lives right now. This is real talk. I've been 13 years in the league. If we keep on losing, brother, there's probably half of the team not going to be here. I really don't care.
But Giannis not giving a shit? Fans created a more disrespectful moment after a team made embarrassing NBA history. Cause after there was just around 2 minutes left in overtime with the Rockets up 10, and ESPN literally released a graphic saying there was a 99.7% chance they'd win, the Wolves not only scored bucket after bucket after bucket while not allowing another point. Once Durant was fouled, then somehow missed both free throws to choke. This ended up allowing the largest overtime comeback in NBA history, so fans of course got disrespectful. Oh my god, but I could see fans disrespecting players like that. I never thought I'd see Desmond Bane get even more disrespectful than that by putting his balls all over players twice.
It's his second steal. Here's OG Anunoby inside. Oh, what a play from Blake. Oh, and Bane throws it off Anunoby.
And if throwing the ball that hard at someone wasn't disrespectful enough.
Bane can't hit. Johnson throwing it down. A Congo. Moss Bane, and Bane threw him down hard.
Yeah, the foul wasn't too much, but that right there is what they're looking at for sure.
Yeah, and pushing dude to the ground, then spiking the ball in his head was obviously disrespectful, so Bane got kicked out the game. But was that as disrespectful as another moment that lost players over $150,000? But hold up real quick, speaking of money, before we get to that, did you know that you could potentially make money off my videos and get paid monthly just by supporting the channel? Head over to my offering page on Gigastar or click the links either in my description or top comment to find out how. Anyways, back to the disrespectful moment that lost players $150,000. That happened when players started pushing each other, which quickly got more heated.
Jalen Williams are having words. Champagny pushed AJ Mitchell. And we have a Donnybrook. Punches were thrown.
And all cause both teams fighting got so out of control that it literally broke an NBA camera.
Get both of these guys away from each other. AJ Mitchell literally falls into our Wizards camera.
The 5 main players that got disrespectful were fined a total of over $150,000. But money is one thing. I never thought another disrespectful NBA moment would get turned into a cartoon. All cause Zion had just opened up about struggling with criticism about many things, including his weight. The first disrespectful thing that happened came from Stephen A. Smith.
You got people that are alcoholics, you got people that are drug addicts and stuff like that. What was Zion's problem? Food addict. Everybody in New Orleans that cooked knew about Zion Williamson, and he knew them, because that brother ate a lot, okay?
But alright, after that, not only did Zion play in a game where afterwards LeBron even told him, fuck all that bullshit about Stephen A, seeing as LeBron's already confronted Stephen A for being disrespectful about his own son and hates the dude, Zion's team also eventually disrespected Stephen A back by posting his sports lowlights and showing that he averaged only 1 point per game when he played, so now he was pissed and fired back at the entire organization.
Worth about $3.55 billion right now. That ranks 29th out of 30 teams in the NBA. The only team valued to be less than y'all, at least according to Forbes magazine, is the Memphis Grizzlies, okay? That's number one. Let's go to your stuff on the basketball court. This is your 24th year in the NBA. You used to be the Hornets, now you're the Pelicans. That's 2 nicknames. That's how many playoff series victories you have in your career in the National Basketball Association. 2 in 24 years. Damn.
And, you know, even though he was right, the whole Zion being a fatty disrespect ended when a fan turned the situation into a cartoon.
Zion, you eat tables and old people? Chumba alaguma. Not even ones covered in gravy? Chumba. With biscuits on the side? Chumba. Did I mention there's Skittles in the gravy? Ah! I was right. There's a table in there. And Puff Daddy, what are you doing here? Hiding out. Take that.
Well, I guess that's where Diddy's been. But where Draymond's been has led to a few disrespectful moments this season. The first involved Wemby, cause well, Draymond at first stopped Wemby from scoring and started acting all cocky. But that was a big mistake, cause not long after.
Defensive. It's into Wemby with the jackhammer!
Somebody speaks to you a certain way, you have to respond in a certain way. That's just how it is.
While Wemby just screamed in that old man's face, he does not respect his elders. But another time Draymond got disrespectful, he clowned an entire organization and their fans twice. Look, I definitely knew Draymond felt like being disrespectful this season after I not only saw him get in a fan's face that apparently kept calling him Angel Reese. A gray-haired fan was also talking shit to him, which made Draymond say, "Surgeons," but now with 4 fouls and 850. So, now with him already being heated at fans, during another game when Hawks fans were chanting, "Draymond sucks," at first he clowned their team's history.
What the fuck is that? I'll give y'all one of mine. I'll give y'all one of mine.
And if all of that wasn't disrespectful enough, he decided to come after the fans.
Go into these arenas that don't have huge fan bases, if you will, and they kind of create this new thing. They kind of create these kind of student sections. They usually sit pretty high up, and so the student section was chanting to me for a while.
But all right. Disrespecting fans is one thing. Jalen Brunson got disrespected by his own teammates. See, Knicks players are known to troll him, like his teammates slapping his cheeks or sticking their thumb in his ass.
Shit. Got your ass.
But this season, another teammate disrespected him with a titty twister. Man, Brunson looked like he wanted to beat dude's ass. But another player this season disrespected his old team with a diss track. Cause after the 76ers traded away nail salon boy, Jared McCain, he was live streaming with Plaque Boy Max and created this.
I'm gonna turn up the city. I know that my brothers is with me. We better not run into Philly. Cause if we do, it's gonna get sticky. Can't believe they gave me up. It's cool, I'ma show them what's up.
He really rapped, we better not run into Philly, cause if we do, shit's gonna get sticky. Can't believe they gave me up. It's cool, I'ma show them what's up. And Mans wasn't capping while disrespecting the team, cause in his first game against them, he hit back-to-back threes while celebrating and talking shit the entire time.
McCain, a little give and go with Williams. McCain from the corner for 3. Special handshakes for this guy pregame. McCain, back-to-back threes.
But hold up, let's switch things up to Scotty Barnes' disrespectful moment that had him kissing another man?
In the two-handed slam.
Wolf has given him good minutes.
Man, if someone stared me down, blew me a kiss, and dunked, oh hell no, we'd be fighting on the spot. But another disrespectful moment gave an NBA legend a new nickname. Cause once Kevin Durant's secret burner account was exposed, where he was caught saying plenty of disrespectful things about coaches, opponents, and even his own teammates. After that, KD was in a game where the Heat forced him to turn the ball over. So he and Tyler Hero instantly started talking shit until something was said that clearly pissed KD off.
Have substitution though. Miami is going to bring.
They're still talking.
Durant and Hero.
Turned out, he felt disrespected because Hero gave him a new nickname when he called him Burner Boy. Now, that's hilarious. But what LaMelo Ball did this season had him disrespecting an NBA employee. And it's not when he stole the ball from the Celtics shoot-around to take a shot on their hoop, or the time he threw the ball off Brunson's head.
Oh, see somebody open, try to get him with the left hand off the dribble.
Oh, wow.
Since those are also both technically NBA employees, I'm talking about the time the Hornets social media team was asking players to guess how many Shamrocks were in this cup.
Let's go 70. 450. I ain't gonna lie. I'm sorry. I love you so much, but I got to. 0.
No!
It's 0.
Man, I already know LaMelo made him pick all those up. But Brandon Ingram's disrespectful moment happened when he gave a man top.
He lost the handle. So did Walter. But he got it over to Brandon Ingram. He got a rhythm dribble and he got a triple. It's great memory.
When I saw that, all I could think of was... But even that's not as disrespectful as when another player humiliated his opponent with a dance. Wait, Draymond's back again? Shaking my head, man. Cause after a hard foul, Draymond not only kept telling Jaren Jackson to shut the f up. Once the player Draymond fouled also missed both his free throws.
And missed both free throws. Look at Draymond. he's hopping around.
Man, but disrespecting dude with a dance was nothing like a player disrespecting a ref so badly it almost got him canceled.
Sengun trying to draw the foul. It's out of bounds off of him. He can't believe it. Celtics ball.
Another team.
Goodbye.
And that no call didn't just make Sengun call the ref a bitch, then get him ejected. That wasn't even the worst part, because people realized the game was ironically played on National Women in Sports Day, so plenty of fans weren't just trying to cancel him by saying he was sexist. Some girls were beyond pissed.
I don't know who the f you think you're talking to, cuz. I ain't nobody's bitch, cuz. How about you focus on you? How about you focus on being less of a European soft-ass little and play the damn game?
But while she was clearly mad, other players laughed when Jalen Green made a grown man fall on his ass.
Antetokounmpo going to stay? Is he, they're going to trade him? You know, so that plays on everybody's mind also.
Jalen Green with an ankle-breaking move.
And to point at him, he did not need to do him that dirty. That definitely wasn't as bad as the player who disrespected 12. No, not that 12. 2 players who wore that number, and the first was Ja Morant. Now, Ja is honestly a player I feel like disrespecting because, I mean, this man completely fell off.
Pearls, a 3 over
And Anthony Edwards thought so too. That's why he hit a big shot, then said what?
Edwards pops on the left side 3 and sticks it.
Man really tried making Ja feel like he ain't shit right in front of everyone. But Anthony also made another number 12 player feel worthless, because once the Lakers made a play, passing to their new number 12 Jake LaRavia.
Who?
Well, he sunk the shot. Anthony laughed. Then him and fans realized that they were confused who that even was. But other people got even more disrespectful after a player disrespected an NBA legend that died. See, once Bam Adebayo was getting close to breaking Kobe's iconic 81-point game, all because his team was fouling late while up by a lot, and everyone could see that Bam was just trying his ass off. He not only broke the record, which had the entire Lakers arena annoyed when they found out,
Bam Adebayo scored 83 points.
it also rubbed some current and former NBA players the wrong way.
I'm kind of salty that he bested Kobe. It's one of my favorite players for sure.
Don't bring up the 80 no more.
You was wrong for bringing up the 80. You don't bring that up. That was a regular season game against a tanking team. Bam, you don't need to talk about it. We all saw it. Let us talk about it. I'm in a suit. I could talk about it. Don't talk about it no more, fam, because now it look weird. You about to make it to where I don't like the 83 no more. I'm dead serious.
But honestly, nothing they said was as disrespectful as what came from fans who felt Bam passing Kobe was already disrespectful. They called him a bum-ass stat patter, said he was a joke and an arrogant piece of shit. They dropped plenty of crazy memes about him. Then some were saying such disrespectful things that I can't even repeat them on YouTube. But what Bam did during all that ironically led to another moment this season where an announcer disrespected Victor Wembanyama. Because even though Wemby is without a doubt already better than Bam, before their matchup, an announcer had the audacity to say, what?
Best in the NBA, but as great as Wemby is, he has never scored 83 in a game.
Just let me wipe that glaze off your chin, man. But what if I told you another disrespectful moment this season came from one of the proudest moments of a player's career? That's just because that's what it should have been after rookie Sean Padula scored his first points ever in the NBA. But after the game when his teammates wanted the game ball for him, since a Wolves player tried disrespecting him by taking the ball, things got heated.
And the Energizer Bunny is not even in the building with the uniform on, which is John Collins, and we have a little extracurricular activity.
Rookie scored his first point in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? It only happened once, so just trying to be a good teammate, trying to get the game ball.
Let's be honest, grown men fighting over any balls is crazy. But speaking of balls, another player almost got disrespectful towards someone who dealt with a deadly illness. This is Nikola Topic, a young Thunder player who missed the start of the season after being diagnosed with something terrible.
I want to give a health update on Nikola Topic. He had a testicular procedure at the very beginning of training camp. The procedure was necessary in order to do a biopsy, and the results of the biopsy have been returned, and he is dealing with a case of testicular cancer.
But after a successful surgery and test results that revealed he was thankfully cancer-free, in just Nikola's second NBA game ever, he accidentally fouled Dennis Schroeder, who instantly got in his face to disrespect him.
They drive, you're forced to help, and now somebody gets a wide open shot. Oh, now Schroeder gets up into the face of Topic.
Until Schroeder realized who it was that fouled him and decided to not take things further, because he knew about everything Nikola went through. As surprising as all of that was, I was not surprised to hear that Russell Westbrook got disrespectful while crashing out on reporters. Now, I kinda don't blame him, because with Russ having one of his best seasons on one of the NBA's worst teams, after yet another tough loss, a reporter asked a question that Westbrook thought was disrespectful, so he snapped.
What can be accomplished like in these last 19 games?
You know, go out, compete, and that's all you can do. What y'all think though? Because y'all got a lot of answers and y'all always be talking. Oh, it's very interesting. You guys have a lot of opinions about how we do what we doing. What you got? No, you. Yeah, you make a lot of statements and broad statements that you have no context. So are you at our film session? Are you anywhere around the building? And actually, do you know me? You don't know me. But you make a lot of comments as though you do know me.
I'm not in your film session, but you guys have the worst record in the NBA.
Cool.
You guys are like in bottom 3 in offense and defense throughout the year.
Perfect.
So, I mean, I think that's fair to...
What's fair?
It's fair to point that out.
You guys' job is to talk about the game, what's happening in the game, not stir up a bunch of, I don't want to cuss here because I want to get fined, but stir up a bunch of stuff that is not accurate.
And man went off for over 6 minutes by calling out damn near every reporter in the entire room. But there isn't a single player that disrespected more people this season than Dylan Brooks. Whether it was trying to take the ball from a player who complained and saying "shut up, bitch," or talking shit to DeMar DeRozan and almost fighting him not once, not twice, but 3 different times, Brooks is always disrespecting players, like when he purposely committed a lane violation to make Shea miss a free throw. And then when it came to his daddy LeBron, Brooks didn't just dunk near him then mock his shrug celebration and troll LeBron by dapping him up after a free throw. In another game, Brooks pissed LeBron off so much he almost fought refs while arguing about the situation, and he looked like he wanted to fight Brooks himself when dude hit a shot and bumped him with his chest. But speaking of LeBron, he and multiple other Lakers players created 7 of the most disrespectful moments of the entire season. I'm not even counting when Jackson Hayes got suspended for shoving a mascot who knocked over an innocent cheerleader, or the times when Austin Reeves hit a shot in warm-ups then flipped Luka off, and when he disrespected him on live TV.
Dominant performance. 3s tonight, I believe, and Luka
He's not a nice person.
Did see you celebrate several times with Luka though.
It's all for the TV. I don't really like him.
Those were nothing compared to when LeBron and Luka got disrespectful, and the first had LeBron humiliating 2 players at once.
Rebound Maxey.
Long lead. Here is LeBron to lay it up and in.
Luckily for them, LeBron only clowned them after a layup, because the second and third moments had him disrespecting players with a dunk.
They can cut it to single digits.
Oh, LeBron James! A ferocious flush!
And after postering that man and screaming in his face, LeBron did something similar to a different player.
Thompson couldn't squeeze it. Up ahead, behind the defense, it's James! LeBron added another poster to his all-time collection.
Even dunking on him and staring into his soul wasn't as disrespectful as moments involving Luka. And the fourth moment happened when his coach got disrespectful.
What the fuck is going on with Luka and JJ? JJ, you grabbing his hand like he a little ass kid. You trying to drag him to the bench? Like, damn. He must have did something bad for you to get mad like that, bro. Where you putting your hands on him? I don't know about you putting your hands on another grown man like that. I ain't gonna lie. And then look, Luka clearly didn't like what he said. So as JJ get ready to walk away right here, look what Luka do. Luka getting ready to get up. He get Vando play defense. Go pretend he clapping. Vando, you know you won't clapping for nothing, bro. That's great defense though. That's a W teammate right there.
That just had to be some tough love. Unlike the fifth moment, that had Luka fingering his opponent. Cause after a Bulls player was talking shit to him all game long, Luka scored and whipped his fingers out to tell the man to quit yapping and shut his mouth. But the sixth moment from the Lakers had Luka disrespecting almost 20,000 people, cause that's how many fans were booing Luka and talking shit to him while he was destroying the Rockets. So he kept going off and kept screaming at the crowd saying, "Eat fucking shit, I do this shit," which got so heated that LeBron posted pics of fans flipping him off after the game. But honestly, let's be real. The seventh and final disrespectful moment isn't anything to laugh about. Cause with Luka recently going through a tough divorce and a custody battle over his kids, even though that's already hard enough to deal with, during all of that, in a game where Luka got fouled, he didn't just walk up to a ref to tell him something disrespectful that a Magic player said to him in a different language. Luka stared the man down, then even got in his face to say, "I'll fuck you up, motherfucker, don't mention my fucking family again," which got them both called for a technical. And since that was Luka's 16th of the season, which meant he was automatically suspended for the next game, he tried getting an appeal by revealing why he was so upset.
He said it free throw, he will fuck my whole family, and at some point, you know, it's his basketball court. At some point, I just can't stand. I gotta stand up for myself, but I know I gotta do better.
Wow, man. Now that is one of the most disrespectful things I've ever heard from a player. From absolutely ass plays like what Bronny did, and a player failing while trying to copy Michael Jordan, to players scoring for the wrong team, players taking literally 8 steps without dribbling, and so many other absolutely terrible plays. 20 of the worst plays this season start with LeBron doing something that got him clowned by announcers.
Look at LeBron. He's trying to shoot. It's LeBron versus Joel, and he loses it. That was a very poor possession.
We'll turn over his ass for that, but trust me, he's got much worse plays later in this video, and so does his son Bronny. But before those, and many other even worse plays, number 19 was so bad, fans thought a player's teammate was his boyfriend or something. People were saying that and more after Kason Wallace had a wide open layup and
Wallace still on the other end of the floor. For a moment there, lost his footing, so he had to give it back to SGA.
Wait a minute, wide open layup turned into a missed jumper? No wonder why Shea was pissed at his side piece. But number 18 was even worse and gave a team free points. Now, I'm not talking about when Cade missed this free throw and a Nets player scored for him.
You're honestly an idiot.
Cause a Warriors player did something even worse.
Hooper with the step back elbow. You're 7.
Well, at least the trash ass Wizards finally got some help scoring. But Anthony Edwards' worst play got him fined $25,000. Cause even though the buzzer already went off to send things to halftime, Edwards went for a shot you only try in 2K.
What a half.
That shot, a security guard came down, took a little bit of a shot.
And well, hold on. Only people at the game saw what really happened until the NBA released footage of the ball hitting a security guard with a perfect headshot. Then fined Anthony for the shot $25,000. But at least that didn't cost him his reputation like number 16. Where another worst play became one of the most sus moments of the entire season. Now, you might be thinking I'm talking about when Steph fell, had his cheeks up in the air, then everyone caught his teammates stop to stare.
Got your ass.
But it was actually when Shea tried boxing out KD. I mean, I guess now it's officially the NBA for real. National Backshot Association. But at number 15, a play was so bad, fans wanted the player investigated.
Another steal. Nice feed. Bridges running the floor. He lost his balance and Hart finishes up.
Yeah, and since you literally can't miss that badly unless you try, people wanted the NBA to actually check Mikal's sports betting account. But at number 14, another worst play revived a viral meme, because down just 1 point during arguably the final possession of the game, Nick Batum did what?
Down goes to Lopez, back to Batum, was not inbounds.
And doing that with a chance to win a game brought back a meme already made about him.
Fourth quarter yelling, why the fuck Batum in?
But even that might not be as bad as number 13, which people were calling the worst defense they've ever seen.
Now gets past Shaker and takes it.
Who are you even guarding, man? A ghost? But honestly, that was the opposite of number 12, where a worst play came straight out of a video game.
He's like, watch it, you know that I can shoot it.
Bro, what? This is basketball, not Mortal Kombat. You can't just kick your ops like that.
Finish him.
But honestly, that still wasn't as bad as number 11, which had people thinking the NBA is ruined. Because after terrible plays went viral, like Jalen Green's 5-step travel,
Casey, oh, that's a trap.
things got even worse when a player hopped around like a damn bunny and took literally 8 steps. And since both of those plays happened right in front of refs without any calls, all people could talk about is how the NBA is now just a free-for-all shit show. But alright. We just have to get back to LeBron for number 10. Because this man made, and forced other players to make, some of the worst plays he's ever been a part of his entire career. First, other players' worst moments involving LeBron had him reaching between his legs to touch his balls, steal the ball. It had a Rockets player arguing a call, which led to LeBron passing for a wide open bucket, and even had a player getting out of LeBron's way just to avoid getting postered. But not a single play from his opponents were as bad as when LeBron practically stood still during a 2-on-1 fast break, and his aura still made him miss. Now, somehow things did get worse though when it came to what LeBron did himself this season. From standing around covering nobody while his opponent ran around for an open 3, and taking a shot from the logo where he absolutely airballed it, to almost missing an easy layup, then of course pretending to be hurt.
You're soft as baby shit.
This old man even created moments like aggressively calling for the ball during a huddle, then hit nothing but air with his floater, and if all that wasn't bad enough, LeBron also matched up against a rookie on a literal 10-day contract, but LeBron still got clamped. Yeah, it might be time to hang it up for real. But speaking of being ass, you just gotta see what happened at number 9. See, the Wolves game was tipping off, like normal, and everyone noticed that they were, for some reason, missing their biggest star, Anthony Edwards, who was supposed to be playing. After a bit of time went by, he finally came out to play, so of course people were asking, what happened, and all he could say was,
I was taking a yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna start calling him the Pooper Hooper at this point. But at number 8, another player didn't just have one bad play. He had such a terrible month in NBA history, it even got his own mom involved. Cause in March, whether it was mid-range shots or multiple threes, this man Tari Eason didn't just miss 1, 5, or even 10 shots in a row. He jacked up so many bricks that the Rockets could build a whole new arena, cause he went 0 for 34 the entire month. That's why after finally making a shot, Tari not only literally looked up and thanked God, dude's mom was so disappointed in him that she actually contacted viral shooting coach Lethal Shooter just to get man some lessons, and said he couldn't even hit Jordan Poole with Draymond Green. My God. But Draymond not only caught strays this season, he also made a bad play at number 7 that turned into a Steph Curry highlight. Alright, thankfully Steph ain't ass, cause that is not what he meant by get your head in the game, man. But another player's worst play came when he did something against NBA rules. Cause even though plays like airballing a shot and being the first to grab it, or inbounding your own pass is against NBA rules.
He's up for that hook shot, but he's got great touch, he knocks it down. And the Rockets likely to take the lead into the final frame, out in front 76 to...
What's there to be confused about? Even kids at the YMCA know that rule, man. But at number 5, another player's worst play this season got him clowned by entire teams. All cause Buddy Hield used to be on the Warriors. When they traded him away, he must have felt like they didn't mess with him much anymore. Which is kinda how I feel when you guys don't watch all my videos, so subscribe, cause I'm about to go on a generational run. You'll see. Just subscribe. Anyway, with Buddy now being on the Hawks, once he matched up against his old team, things turned into a blowout, so even though that's usually when starters are benched for the rest of the game, dude checked back in and tried his absolute hardest hardest to score on them out of spite, but not only did he keep missing and missing and missing, in the end, they just left him wide open to finally score, where he ironically did, but after the buzzer, so it didn't even count. So not only were his own teammates laughing at him for being a tryhard, Steph was damn near crying at how hard he was laughing about how bad dude was. But it might not be worse than number 4, where a player tried copying Michael Jordan. Because even though he was known to dunk from damn near the free throw line, this season, a player on the Heat tried to replicate it.
Clive Larson racing with Porter Jr. And he gets...
You are not him. You are not him. No. You are not him.
Oh my god, but listen, an even worse play happened at number 3, and it actually turned into an NBA organization having to apologize to the public. It was April 1st, aka April Fool's Day, when the Wizards blindfolded a fan and told him he had one shot to make it from half court for $10,000.
Oh my! Somebody's rich! You didn't see it! We all saw it! That was crazy! You go up with it right here, and you see how it doesn't actually go in.
Okay, but pretending the horrible miss went in just to troll him rubbed fans the wrong way, even though I thought it was hilarious. But the Wizards, they felt forced to drop an apology where things got even worse, especially after they admitted that it was just all scripted. Man, but at number 2, an entire team made multiple bad plays while trying to make NBA history. See, at first the Grizzlies started a game good for once, while hitting 3 after 3 after 3 after 3. And once they somehow hit their 29th 3 of the game, aka tied for the most by a team in one game in history, they wanted the record so badly, they started purposely fouling to jack up crazy shots, passed up wide open buckets just to miss 3s.
He doesn't want it. He wants the 3 instead. Whitehead, no!
Airball 3s and played like complete ass because of it, but they didn't just end up completely failing, they also lost, so I can see why they finished the season as one of the worst teams in the entire league. But of course the absolute worst plays this season came from Bronny James, and things got so bad, people feel like he should be kicked out the NBA. Bronny honestly looked like one of the worst players in the entire league this year.
That's an airball.
Whether it was terrible passes, terrible shots, even worse layups, and many more bad plays in only one game. Or the time his non-existent handles led to him getting stripped not once, not twice, but 3 times by the same player. Bronny also missed wide open layups. He went for a buzzer beater from the logo and airballed it. And this man even threw a shitty pass that led to a turnover and didn't just have his daddy disgusted from the bench. He also threw the wrong type of pass to LeBron, which had him getting coached mid-game.
And kind of looks at his son and says, give me a bounce pass.
Being that bad all season also had other players trolling him by throwing the ball at him while he wasn't even paying attention. So I wouldn't be surprised if we end up seeing him make a horrible play like this. Cause playing like that at first had some diehard Lakers fans crashing out.
Bronny James is the most useless dumbass in NBA history.
Then after that, other fans straight up said that he should just be completely kicked out the NBA, man.